So thank you for joining me for today's first kind of longer video as we travel to Wigan Warriors as they take on Bradford Bulls in a Challenge Cup. Wigan themselves, I could say they're probably famous for two things, correct me if I'm wrong: the good old rugby league and its whole involvement in rugby in general, because it does have a deep history which I will go into, but they're also famous for the Wigan kebab. Now, for those that aren't too sure about what it is, I'm pretty sure you get two fine slices of bread, bust them by choice, just stick a lovely pie inside of it. Now, me being a man of size and width, I can't argue against the logic. I mean, I think it's an incredible creation. It falls slightly behind Wigan Warriors, I guess. But, here we go. Being some nice sights. So, yeah, you've got buildings there, a nice little dodgy bridge there. A man of my size really did worry about going through there. And then you've got a lovely, Rosie and Jim boat up there. So when you come closer to the Wigan ground, you have got a large choice of places where you want to eat. I mean, there's your KFC, your Burger King, and if you zoom in, your Nando's. But today's choice, today's pre-match meal is, drum roll, I used to go here a lot when I was in uni for my first year doing social work. God knows why I was doing that. We are going to Greg's, the home of the humble sausage roll. Now we've got to make a choice somewhere. I mean, we can't do a runner as it's been made famous elsewhere, but let's see what we can get. Here you are, at the home of the Wigan Warriors, the Community Brick Stadium. Now, you've probably known it as a few different things like the JJB or the DW, but it's got plenty of historic moments right there, right beyond the walls. Now, as you can see right there, that is where, believe it or not, I had a job interview for media. And as you can tell by now, with me uploading on my own channels, I didn't end up getting it. And as you can see, a stand named after the great man himself, and the great food stand in itself. So, as we've been round every side now of the stadium, and we're getting absolutely drenched, it's time to go inside, isn't it, really, and find a seat. Even though it's about an hour before kick-off, you can still get inside and see what it's about, eh? And so as we walk in, we just came through the turnstiles. Yeah, it's nice decoration. Quite spacious. It's going to get hectic here later, as you can tell. So whenever you come to the ground, you've got your toilets there, pretty easy to see, even if you've had a few pints. So there's the bar. So yeah, once again, you've got just lovely scenery. It's well kept. I mean, I guess when you are the most successful Super League team in the country, you've got to keep the pitch pristine. Better than some lower league grounds, but still, as long as it's got posts in, you don't mind where you play, do you? So let's do a little 360 without falling down the steps. So yeah, just a little bit more about the Wigan Warriors. They were founded in 1872, would you believe it? And in 1895, did you know that they were associated with rugby union? They were one of the founding Northern Rugby Union members, but in 1895 that kind of split, so onto different ventures. But since then, rugby league and rugby union do quite well in the north. I mean, in this part of the world, you know, this small part of the world, many famous figures and many key figures of both codes have come from around here. I mean, you've got the likes of Sir Billy Boston, you've got Sean Long, and you've also got the Farrells, would you believe? So, yeah, there's a bit of history for you. Anyway, look at the beast. Yep, that is the hot dog, I guess. I mean, the bun's probably harder than the Wigan's defence at the moment, but you know, I give it its due. It does the job. So we are halfway through the match, and it's 18-0 to the home side of Wigan. You know, Bradford have put up a fight, especially Armitage as well for the Bulls. You know, they've been everywhere, but in the end, like the right side of the Bulls' defence, or the left side, sorry, I should say Wigan right, you know, Bradford left. That side's been getting exposed just as much, but all in all, it's a good match. Both sets of fans have been up for it, you know, they've been shouting, doing all the good stuff. Drums have been going off about 50 times, so I'm going to have a headache when it comes to the morning, but never mind. But yeah, well played to both sets of fans, really good atmosphere. I would suggest if you're like around the area, and if you're playing rugby league or rugby union, whatever it is, and you've got a spare day and you see that there's a fixture going on, just come down, give it a go. Okay, yeah, the food's a bit expensive, but what stadium food isn't nowadays? Oh yeah, bring the family down. I think, yeah, that's also a good point. There's plenty of families down that are getting involved. They're all going nuts, you know what I mean? They're all going crazy. You see dads, granddads, nans, mums, they're all joining in as well, and basically nurturing what is the next generation of rugby league fans, which is fantastic. So that was a match day at Wigan Warriors. Both sides gave it everything, as usually the case in rugby. Both sets of fans giving it everything. Bradford Bulls singing all the way through, even though they only got one try. You know, you can see their effort is appreciated by the players. Like, there was some fun chance in there, but overall, just going for it. And what else would you want to do on a Friday night? Well, aside from being somewhere cold, you know what I mean, and it's about kicking out time right now, but you know what? Perfect. It's what rugby's about. Anyway, I'm going to head off out the stadium now. I hope you enjoyed this longer episode. I'll be making more of them. They'll be getting better. This is kind of a work in progress for me. Like, it's not going to be perfect from the start, but it will get better as time goes on. And I'll get better at doing what I'm doing as we go on. But, yeah. I think it's time to get a move on, isn't it? Oh, be back.